Hello. So now we have been going through the circles a lot, and in actual fight then you will be not rotating your sword mindlessly. The direction of the rotation and where you go depends on where your sword is and what your opponent's sword is going to do. So now we go through this. The first thing is like if we have cut first and then the opponent attacks us. So what are the options for us? So the opponent will be attacking from different corners and we will have to deal with the situation. So we are not going to go through all the cases, but I'm just going to give you the generic idea, remembering that you can go with your sword to the left or to the right, up or down, and from there you can then continue. And we're going to do this slowly because we have no protective gear and we don't want to hurt each other at all. So the first basic attack, for example, for me would be to, let's say I'm going to cut his leg. So this puts my sword down here in the long point situation, and now I'm pretty open for my opponent to cut. Let's say he just pulled his leg back or something. I didn't hit. So now he's cutting my head. So he's cutting me here. So what can I do from here? So of course I can go back. I can just jump away. He can't hit me, but then I can't hit him either. Not at least not immediately. So he will be here. And my sword is below. Now it depends on what was the movement of my sword. So if I was, just keep it there. So if I was cutting like this, my sword is moving to the left. So the most natural thing here is to pick it up. I'm gonna be using the following the force parry here, and this will open him up to me. Then I will move to the guard, for example here. Now I'm ready to cut, but I don't cut. So again, so if I cut here, now he cuts me. I can get it here, now I'm in the guard. So this will be this circle kind of motion. Again, so I cut here, he will be cutting me. I'm ready to cut. Did you get this? So your sword is in motion and you will keep that motion if you can. So then it doesn't make much effort to block his cut if he's cutting high like this. And then you just move to the guard. And now you're ready to cut. Okay, what if he tries to cut from the other shoulder? So I do the same thing. So now I'm here, now he's cutting me. Same cut for me. Now I will pick the sword up here. So if I cut first and now he cuts, this is the block. And now I have some options how to attack from here, but we are not going to show those just yet. It's for the next session. This is just how to learn to block. And this movement doesn't take much energy because it's just you just pull it up your sword here. So, boom. Very easy. It kind of jumps there. Bang. Okay. What about the other circles? So now I was just using this circle basically here. But I can also use this circle. So now if I cut from here, he's coming in. This is my block. I move to guard. I'm ready to cut. So again. See? Just keep it there. So it's just this circle now in motion. And you can kind of already see that there is one cut possible. At least one. Okay. If I go down here and he's cutting from the other shoulder, so now he would be hitting for me. Now I need to take the following the force parry over here. I end up here again. So again, I cut here, he's coming in. Now I'm ready to cut. So these are the upward going circles against downward strikes. So you see, it's actually pretty simple. But these are by far not the only options. So if I'm in the high guard, then he's cutting my head, bang. I can use this circle now to block it. So I will just go here. That's a block. And I kind of can return here. For example, so again, so just come in and like this. Okay, if I cut to his head, for example, and he will evade that or block it. It doesn't matter, he's coming to my head. I can take him here, or again, I can come to this circle here. From the other side it's the same thing, so if let me cut first. So I'm cutting first, now he cuts me. I can take it here. So this circle here. So again, I block it here. Quite easy. So if I put it cutting here, now he hits. I just go to this circle and then I have the possibility to cut. Of course it's a bad idea to stay here. I'm not moving because there is a sacred ground over here, let's say. No, this is actually nature reservoir. We cannot stomp on the flowers. Okay, so circles. Quite easy actually. And the legs then, same story. So if I'm kind of cutting high, now he's cutting at my leg. For example, there. My sword is extended. I need to choose. Do I want to go to this circle? I can block it here. Come into this guard, maybe come up here again. So if I cut here and now he cuts my leg, I need to take it here. That's one option. This is the downward circle here. But I can also do something else. So if he's cutting here, I can now, if you remember, go into this circle then. So that's like following the force. So it's like I need to cut his weapon down and then I can come here. So this circle. So you can always select what you want to do. So this is why the basic drill, if you want to try this, you can do this with your partner, or you can do this with actually alone. So if you are alone, you only need to imagine that is he cutting you here, or is he cutting you here, or from here. You start here in the long point position. Let's say you made a thrust and it kind of missed. So now if he comes in here, okay, I maybe go into this circle. This is the block. If he comes from there, okay, I'm going into this circle. So that was the block. Or if he comes down here, okay, I'm going into this circle. That was the block. And then if he comes down from there, you block it here. Now this is the circle. So from here you can decide the side you are moving. In this case we go up, or if you want to go down. See? This is the whole point of the sword fighting system we are talking about. So you attacked, he blocked you, and now he is attacking. But you can also, if your weapon is low, you don't have to always oppose the force like this. You can pick it up here. And if he cuts from the other, so you can do it like this. And now if he cuts to my leg, you can pick it up like this. And finally from there, pick it up like this. That's it. That's the whole point. So when you extend it, your next thing, you're watching what your opponent is doing. If he is attacking, you move into a block. And you need to just decide that which way do you want to go. You could go down also here if you want. That's one possibility. So if he cuts, you could also go down here. You need to choose. And that's the thinking to be done when you are fighting. Okay, let's move into the next scenario. See you there.